Alright. Well, I've had an epiphany, you see. Since it would seem I'm likely not going to be going out tonight, and as such, I'm not quite going to be acquiring things like that, I decided, hang on, I need music. I need music to help me function. So hang on a second here. Alright. Well, now that I have music going through my head and vibrating throughout my room and into my camera and everything else, I also decided, since I'm not going out and I don't have any beer, I'd drink some of my $6 lovely wine. Hang on, I'm not quite sure the balance of this music might be drowning out my lovely vocals. So I'm just going to turn it down that touch. Alright, well anyway, as I still wanted to touch on a very few select issues that my previous video brought about, and then my brain reminded me of other related subject matter. So you'll pardon me as I drink this. It's not beer. It's not beer, but it'll do. It'll do so. Alright, so that pretty much seals it. I'm not likely going out. Now, the thing I was going to talk to you guys about, or briefly explain, is this, you see. I noticed during my video that these scars were on my arm, and I had forgotten that nobody else would have, that when you guys would have seen it, you guys would have been like, well, what the fuck? Almost knocked that over. That wouldn't have been good. Wouldn't have been good at all. But you guys would have been like, well, you know, why does Mike have these massive rips all over his arm? And I couldn't let that question go on without some form of explanation, because I feel I owe it to the good public of Hongfire, especially the Hongfire Haven area of the site. And you know, I figured I'd just be totally honest and tell you what happened. Was basically bobcats are a great animal. They're a cat, and they are apparently somehow affiliated with bobs, but they are not an animal that you should coerce into sexual situations, because, especially if you don't ask them politely, but if you just kind of come upon them, and it's just not always a good idea. And as such, when I was trying to have my way with the bobcat, now keep in mind, just because it's a bobcat doesn't mean it can't be a female bobcat, a bobette, or whatever, because it was indeed a bobette. I assure you, I do not swing toward the side of the masculine member when it comes to sexual activities, even when it's involved with wild animals, because that wouldn't be ethical. And well, anyway, the bobcat was kind of like, you know, he looked back, and I thought at first he was, or she, gosh, must be Freudian slips. But anyway, I thought she must have been liking it at first, because she looked back and was all like that, and then she looked back again and was like, and just completely got in like that and ripped, and then went. And obviously, when all that was happening, it made me feel even better, and I was like, oh, she likes it rough, so I kept, but the problem was I lost so much blood during this sexual encounter that I passed out before I could climax, and the Bobette took off, and I didn't get her number. So now with this video intact, with the first explanation, I'm going to, so as not to have an extremely large video, which I am known for, I'm going to cut it down, as it's probably already 5 or, I don't know if this song's still on, it's probably only been 4 minutes or something, but I'm going to cut it down. I'm going to turn it off briefly and turn it back on so I can discuss another matter. And we'll see how many matters I can discuss by making various smaller segment videos. But anyway, guys, I'll be right back. BRB.